Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I'm going to cover the current status of the crypto markets and where we could be in the current cycle and what I think is coming up in the next few months so we can kind of plan and get ready for the next couple of months in crypto and have some money set aside for possibility of some dips that could be coming, and just kind of depends on what happens in the market. But I wanted to cover this with you guys so you can kind of look to the future and try to be ready for some of this stuff. And that way you can kind of plan it out, hopefully, and take advantage of it for your portfolio. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. All right, guys, let's jump into it. Currently, we got $1.2 trillion market cap overall in crypto. The Fear and Greed Index is currently at 58. And then we've had about $43 billion in volume over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is at 48%, so it's under 50% now, so that's a good sign. I don't know if it'll get above 50% again or not. I think it got up to 52% at one point, and so it looks like some of these alts are starting to pick up, and because Bitcoin really hasn't corrected that much at all, and it's still over 30,000, but the dominance has fallen, so that means that more money's been flowing into the alts. If we look at the Bitcoin returns history, this kind of gives us a predictor of what could be coming up in the next few months here. If you look at July is about 50-50, a little bit better than that for green months, and there's a couple different ones here. This is the coinglass.com, and then if we go to the Bitcoin chart here on currencyrush.com, it's showing mostly green as well for July, and then pretty red for August typically, and very red for September. So September's historically a very red month for Bitcoin, and possibly August. So we could see some bullish action this month and then get a large correction. And this is kind of what I'll go over these charts here and what I think is going to play out here. Obviously, I don't know this for sure. This is just my thoughts on what's going to happen here based off of historical data, and that's really all we can use. If we go to here as well, August is kind of a red month. It's more than half of a red month on this chart. And then September, again, very negative month. There's a few green months in here, and kind of zeroed out here in September in 2012 or whatever. But typically, September's a really red month, and August as well. So we could see Bitcoin and then the market pick up in July here and then start dropping off towards August and September. It looks like October is a very green month. So we could get some dips in August and September and pick up some coins, and then see a really green day, really green mark in October. Now, if you look here, some of the months were green in this 2018 and 2013, 2014 here. This is kind of like, if we go to the chart here, 2022, October was a green month. 2020 was a green month. 2019 was a green month. So 2019 is similar to 2023. So we could see a slightly green month in 2023. Last year's would have been compared to 2018. So typically, if we compare 2019 to now, kind of can expect what would be similar. So if we look here in 2019, but January wasn't a positive month as it was in 2023. Where February was kind of even, March green, April very green, May really green, and June really green. So it was a pretty bullish first half of the year in 2019. I think that's when Bitcoin shot up to from, I think, 6,000 all the way up to 14,000, or maybe it was 3,500 up to 14,000 or something. And then it corrected back down the second half of the year. So I think we're going to see similar this year. But the only caveat is we've got these Bitcoin ETFs. It depends on when that news comes out. I'm thinking maybe it'll come out around November, December, but we could get it before then. Whenever that comes out, it's probably going to be bullish for Bitcoin, so that's one thing to keep in mind. So I'd probably try to have some money set aside planned for August and September. So if we get a dip coming up, that you could pick up some coins at better prices. If we go to this chart here, it's basically the same thing. Very green month for October, and 2019 here. 2019 was even a green month for October. So historically, every year, but 2018 and 2014 was a green month for October. So look for some green months in October. Possibly November and December could be red months as well. It just kind of depends on what happens with those months. So we kind of keep an eye on it. When I look at the chart here, Bitcoin's, was up to, 69,000 or whatever in the last bull run, and then came crashing back down, got down to around this $15,000 range, and then it's come back up to, a little over 31,000 here. Now what I could see it doing is kind of picking up here in July, and then maybe we get a slow correction back down, and then a green month in October, and then come back down some more. It's really hard to say what it's going to do. If you look at the Wall Street cheat sheet here, this is kind of what it would typically do. You get that correction, then it comes back up here. This could be what it's doing right now in June and July. And then it could slowly taper off towards the end of the year. It's really kind of hard to say that this is not going to be exact. So I would expect that we see some lower prices now between now and the halving is my expectation. It just kind of depends on what months it typically does that. But based on these charts, could see some dips coming up in September and August. So keep an eye out for that. And we could get some more correction in November and December. So just kind of plan for that. And it also depends on what the alts do versus what Bitcoin does. These charts are basically off from Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has been definitely controlling the market. And if Bitcoin has a small correction, it could have a large correction for the alts and make them bleed really hard throughout the rest of this year. Now, if we get the ETFs approved, it could make things really bullish. So some people are predicting that the bull market has already started. I don't think that's true. I think it's going to start later next year. But I could be wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. These are indicators that we can use to kind of keep us on track. I'll put the links in the description of the video for all these. And I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Those who have subscribed, I really do appreciate it. I'll be doing a giveaway as soon as I hit 1,000 subs. I'll be coming up on that pretty quick here. And I appreciate if you hit that notification bell so you get notified of my videos as they come out. I try to make these videos as helpful as I can for you guys and not just push out videos on coins, because that's just part of the picture, guys. I know a lot of people want a video on their favorite coin or their favorite token, but you really need to know what's going on in the market cycle and be prepared for it. And that's what I try to do, is cover all aspects of it for you and not just talk about coins. And these videos typically don't get as many views. That's fine. I want to give you the whole picture here. But I appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.